Welcome to today's video. Today, let's just begin with a very simple question to all my fellow traders out there: stocks, options, futures, cryptocurrencies. How much time do you spend in front of your computer screen when you're trading? For me, when I first started trading years back, I think like most beginners, we watched nervously, anxiously watching to see where our trade was going. Am I making money? How much am I losing? Over the years, I found that the more time I spent, right, the less money I made. Conversely, the less time I spent, the better I was doing, the better I was profiting. It's weird how it works that way. But what I realized was the problem was my emotions. Right? People get emotional because your money's on the line. You work hard, you save this money, you're not spending it on things that you could enjoy: vacation, cars, and new toys. Instead, you're hoping with this money you can multiply it, you can make more money from it. Of course, we want fast gains today. We want to see profits just rolling in, and that's a bad way to go because we have high expectations. We're chasing, and we're chasing on emotions. And I realized that in trading, investing, whatever you're putting your money into, it's better to take emotions out. And we all know that, right? You want a system in place. A method that you can just follow, that you can just go through the checklist, click the button, finish, and walk away from it, and just let the system do its thing. My question for you then is, what is your system? Maybe some of you are just going on gut feelings, advice. Maybe you paid for a subscription, some signals on a Discord channel, right? Or maybe you're just copying trades. I've seen trading platforms where you can copy trades from people who historically has shown proven results. But what I think about that is no one cares about your money more than yourself. Because you know how much time, work, effort, blood, sweat, tears you put into earning and saving up that money. The point is, find a way, a system that works for you. And you could start very simple, very small. It doesn't have to be like a day trading course, a master class. It doesn't. Just learn a few things, and along the way, you'll find what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And in my past videos, if you've been watching any of my videos, my system is very simple. Very simple. Less is more. I really believe that. Not just in material things. Having less things in your house just looks more modern, more clean, more comfortable. But also in trading. Less is more. Less emotions, less signals, less indicators. Just decluttering, denoising all those things, and just focusing on the things that I'm very familiar with. I have a watch list of a few stocks that I follow. I don't need to follow and know about every stock out there. And just a few signals that I use to do quick analysis, which helps me to do a trade in 10 minutes or less, because I already know the stock, I know the business, I know the company, and usually I put it on my list of tradable stocks because I either use a service, I can share this company and talk about it proudly with my friends, I can recommend it to other people. And here's why: because I personally love their product, I use their service. Example, Netflix. Everyone uses Netflix. right? It's a stock that's not going to go away anytime soon. And so once I've just reduced everything to the pieces that work for me and I put it together into a system, then trading time is very quick. I'm not anxious, I'm not nervous, because ultimately I'm investing, I'm trading in a good company. That's where it starts. That's your full backstop right there. Once you learn just the basics, the fundamental core things that you can systemize and put into practice, then you'll feel so much more comfortable, less anxious, and you'll actually start being interested in the companies that you're trading on. Not just potential profits, but also you'll be following the news and you'll be just, understanding the movements, the price patterns, and just having that sort of relationship with the price chart of a stock is huge. And so many successful traders, they recommend open up the chart, go through the last 5 years, just go through the price movements. Like there's a replay function in some of these charting programs, and that way you can start getting a feel of the price movements, the patterns of that stock. And also, I do want to say, besides the 4 simple signals I look at on a chart, which is very easy, any child can connect dots and look at lines and see where prices usually touch and then bounce off of. We call those support and resistance lines. Besides those simple tools, my main strategy is to buy lower, and I use options to buy good stocks at much lower price and get paid while waiting for lower prices. And if you want to know more about that, you can look at my previous videos on cash secured puts, where I sell a type of option called put options, and they pay me upfront, and I sit there until expiration date to see if the stock price has reached the price that I agreed to buy the stock. Now, we started this video talking about emotions, right? And if there's one thing that has really helped me as a trader to just profit more and to reduce the work, and so you make more money in less time. I think that's a great end goal to have, is to just walk away from the trade once you follow a simple system that works for you. Be detached, be unemotional, don't get emotional with the stock or your trade, and be okay with it. And of course, there's a whole other video on risk management, but by doing this, by following a system that works for you, and by picking a good stock, you're de-risking in a very fundamental, powerful way already, just doing that alone. And in terms of how much time I like to spend in front of a computer screen, 10 minutes per trade. Example, last night I made 5 trades, got paid upfront $370 for 5 trades. Got paid upfront $370. It took me less than 20 minutes to do 5 trades. I'm familiar with the stocks. I've traded these in and out, but not in terms of trading the actual stock, trading the options, which for me is much safer and much easier to do, and I'm already getting paid right away as soon as I place the trades. 20 minutes, 5 trades, $370 for just one day. And after that, I walk away and I'm good. I don't need to sit in front of computer screen. I don't need to stare hard at the screen, bite my nails, and wish the price would go this way or that way. That's all I have for you today. in future videos, I'll talk more about my real trades and other tips on my strategies and how I approach trading plus investing, not just trading, but long-term investing as well. And if you're interested, please subscribe if you haven't already. And I look forward to seeing you in future videos. Have a wonderful day. Take care and see you next time.